Well, who doesn't like a good spat? Well, I, for one, and you probably feel the same. But that doesn't deter Steve Bannon for going right after Elon Musk. As you may know, there is a divide in MAGA world over the H-1B visa program. Now, H-1B visas are limited to people that are highly professional, very skilled workers. Typically, they make over $100,000 a year. The limit of H-1B visas is capped at 65,000 people per year. And Musk has taken the position that he is in favor of continuing the H-1B program. And for some reason, that really got Steve Bannon pissed off.
So don't think you're going to come back and, oh, you know what? Well, what we need to do is increase it here and cut that cost there. Screw you. Don't come up and go to the pulpit in your first week here and start lecturing people about the way things are going to be. If you're going to do that, we're going to rip your face off because you can't beat us. We're not beatable. This army of the awakened is not beatable because we're relentless and we will never surrender and we will never slow down. And yes, if you go low, we'll go to the center of the earth.
Steve, that's not cool, man. You have picked a fight with the wrong person. Let me give you a couple of little data points that you might want to think about. Number one, Elon Musk donated $250 million to the effort to elect Donald Trump president of the United States. Number two, 65% of Americans are on Musk's side in this debate. Number three, Elon Musk spent a month leading up to November 5th campaigning for Trump in the great state of Pennsylvania, a must-win state for Trump. And Donald Trump actually seems to like him. You? I don't know, Steve. Maybe not so much. Now, when Trump came into office in 2016, he and Steve Bannon seemed to enjoy a familial relationship. Actually, there was chemistry between the two. They kind of dug each other. Trump referred to Bannon as Sloppy Steve. I don't know if you've ever seen Steve Bannon in person, but you could mistake him for a homeless guy with a whole bunch of writing pens. He does not present well at all. He looks disheveled. He's usually not shaven, and his hair is kind of a mess. So that is very polar opposite of Trump, who takes great pride in the way that he looks, and he gravitates towards people who take good care of themselves and project well. That's just a known fact. Steve, you kind of need to clean up your act, buddy. So they were simpatico when the Trump administration began in 2017, but it just didn't last very long. First of all, Steve Bannon was arrested for defrauding people in a campaign that he ran to raise money for the wall on the southern border. It was alleged that he had taken money that he was not entitled to. Now, I always gave Steve Bannon the benefit of the doubt on that. I don't think those lawsuits went anywhere. But regardless, Steve Bannon came into the White House, and who weren't so keen on Steve Bannon's cozy relationship with the newly elected president. But then Bannon made a couple of really bad missteps. One, he was accused of leaking information about other people in the Trump White House. You don't do that. You don't do that. So when he did that, Donald Trump issued this statement. Steve Bannon has nothing to do with me or my presidency. When he was fired, not only did he lose his job, but he lost his mind. So that shows you where Bannon was with Trump. He spent the last 8 years trying to get back in. I don't know that he's made a whole lot of headway. I think, he's probably welcomed at Mar-a-Lago. But he is playing with fire now. I happen to remember that Steve Bannon has been on Musk's case for a long time. In fact, he has said that the CCP owns Musk because of his factory in China. Really? Does that mean that the CCP owns Tim Cook? They have a factory in China. Does it mean that they own Jamie Dimon? He has banking outlets in China. Does it mean that they own Delta Airlines? They fly to China. I mean, just go down the list of all the American companies that are doing business and have presence inside of China, but I wouldn't say they're owned by the CCP. So shame on you, Steve Bannon, for making that kind of a spurious accusation and defaming someone who I have a high regard for. Musk is smarter than you. He's richer than you. He has more social intelligence, emotional intelligence than you. So put me squarely in the camp with that 65% of Americans who actually believe that Elon Musk is right on the H-1B visa issue. And Steve, we've met. I know you. You've been nice to me. You were nice to me when I was running for office in Georgia and had me on War Room a couple of times. Thank you for that. But come on, don't start petty infighting. President Trump hasn't even taken the oath of office yet. Let's let things settle down. You know what you really sound like, though? You really sound like somebody who wants daddy's attention. Oh, no, daddy. Look at me. Talk to me. It's so obvious. It's nothing better than just sheer, sibling rivalry. Stop it. Stop it. You're not doing yourself, the party, or our country any favors right now.